how was Marcus as a player from when he started, age 7, to kind of when he finished with the club in high school?
Well, he's a gifted athlete, and nobody needs to be convinced of that. And I think anything that involves a ball would probably have been a good thing for him. And he did very, very well. But with all the kids that tend to grow, and you notice one of the kids out here is a football player, looks a lot like him, that growth really hurts them a little bit. But I thought he did extremely well with the ball when he was young. He had speed mixed in with it. And then it's a whole different story because you're having to run at speed with the ball at your feet. That doesn't bounce as awful as an American football, but still, it's a hard ball to control in the speed. And I thought he did that well. He was a good athlete, no question. But beyond that, I think all the little footwork technique really, really helped him.
Spread out a little bit, give yourself some room, go on 4 rows, and start moving the ball inside until you're ready. Dado, stay in the back so we don't get embarrassed. Huh? Go, stay right here.
We would have loved to see him continue in soccer. He had a gift in probably several sports, but I think he migrated to where he found some success like most athletes do.
You said that not only footwork, you saw that kind of glimpses of the soccer in his football game. You saw other stuff too, the psychological impact and the belief.
Right.
What else translates to football for soccer from that guy?
Well, I actually saw him in high school play also, and it was a difficult time, I think, for him in high school because the soccer team there at that time was trying to regroup, and he probably was one of the better ones mind-wise. But that time he hadn't worked his skill as much for years. He'd obviously concentrated on football, but you could still tell he knew what to do. And the key thing I would say, and I see it in his football playing, is his feet are obvious. People see that. He has very quick feet. He knows how to switch. And when we say quick feet, it's how quick he can change directions. And in soccer, as you saw in some of the exercises, I mean, it's your bread and butter. You don't have that, you're not going anywhere. But beyond that, there's something about soccer that's different than just about any sport. There are no timeouts. Kids have to make decisions on their own. I don't know if earlier you saw, but I'm demanding that they make the right decision on what they're doing here. So it's not so much that we pattern what they do as much as they have to solve. Yeah, we're going to give them some fundamentals things that they have to do, but really we're just trying to get them going. They have to get some of that thought on their own because they're going to have to do that in the game on the fly and not on a pattern of this is the play, that's the play. One of the things I noticed about Marcus is that he thinks on his feet extremely well. And I remember watching a few of the plays that he had that I thought they were done. Basically, you could see the patterns, and basically he's done, right? The play's been ready. But in his head, he didn't think that. He still thought there was a solution, and that's really what it is in soccer. I mean, the whole game of soccer is about making mistakes, losing the ball, and then what you do when you get it back, and then what you do when you lose it, and readjusting immediately. So there's never it's more than just saying you got to think on your feet. It's actually a belief that something's got to work out. And if you have that mindset in you as an athlete, I mean, it's got to make a phenomenal, as long as he's playing quarterback. I'm not quite so sure in other positions, the running back can make suggestions to the quarterback. Hey, could you give me that ball for a second? I've got an idea. But I think in the position of quarterback, what a gift. And I mean, I think Marcus has shown everybody else. But I'm not a football guy. I'm just a real football guy.